Hello, beloved. It's Tony. Today, I wanted to do a video. It's really sort of amazing. I don't know, as a follower of Christ, I'm sort of shocked at some of the things I find. Okay, as I research and read and study, and certain things just sort of get stuck in my head, and so I can't really move forward until I take a look at these things. And then when I find this information, this is usually what, I sort of base my video on. Well, last week, maybe I saw something on TV, I don't know, about Thor. Okay, and Thor is like this superhero guy that carries a big hammer and all of these kinds of things. And so in my thinking of Thor, I kept hearing Thursday. And then in my mind it would go again, Thor, Thursday. Well, years ago, I don't know, in some way of learning or researching or studying or something, I had come to an understanding that Adam had named the days of the week. And the way I was explained was, the first thing Adam saw was the sun, and he named it Sunday. Then when the sun went down, the moon came up, and when he saw the moon, he named the second day Moon Day. So I've just, that was the limited information I had until I started receiving and thinking about this Thor's Day and Thursday. So this past week I done a little research, and it's very common knowledge in any of this research. They all have the same answers, and I just think it's so bizarre that we don't know this. I've never been taught this. No one's ever showed it to me. No one's ever explained it to me. I had no idea that it existed. So I think maybe most of my subscribers, there's probably some that knows this, but I think most of you are unaware of this also. And I would really, sort of tie this to scriptures, because it's really interesting how this is done. But I just want to show you. And basically I'm talking about the 7 days of the week. And so what I done was just simply printed out a calendar, a 7-day calendar. And what I found out is really amazing. Sunday, which is really funny, our calendar is set up Sunday to Saturday, Saturday being the Sabbath, okay? But we all count Sunday as Christians, or in that religion, which I am not religious. I don't participate in the organized religions, because I really think those doctrines of men are very twisted. For example, I was born and raised most of my life as a Baptist. Southern Baptist, really. Boy, they hellfire and brimstone. Everybody going to hell but Southern Baptist. It always makes me think of a joke. Everybody's in heaven. Everybody's standing around and talking. And, a few of the people say, well, who are those people over there? And the answer is, oh, that's the Southern Baptist. They think they're the only ones up here. It's very true. But anyway, what I want to show you is, this is our days of the week. And Sunday is named after the sun. And this is the symbol of the sun. And these are ancient. These are very ancient. Monday is named after the moon, and this is the symbol for the moon. Tuesday is named after Mars, and this is the symbol. And what I find very interesting is this symbol is the same symbol for male. Male, okay? Wednesday is named after Mercury, and this is just how my mind works, okay, and how I perceive it. On Friday, it's named after Venus, and this is the symbol for Venus, and this is the symbol of female. Okay? So Mercury, which is Wednesday, has the symbol of a female, but it has two horns. Thursday is named after Jupiter, and this is the symbol. And in my world, the way I see that one is 21. Okay? Venus here. And then Saturday is named after Saturn, and this is the symbol. It looks like a cross with a hump. Okay, a little hump at the bottom. All right, so now, and this is how this thing really works. Even though I'm showing you English here in the names, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn. Okay, some of the Latin names are much closer to like the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday, the Saturday, or Saturn. All right, and what I found out, Mercury is actually Odin, okay, and Odin is the father of Thor, okay, and this is Thor's Day, all right, and the Woden is where the Wednesday comes from, but it's a little bit closer in the Latin, all right. So now here's the thing. If these days of the weeks are named after planets, the sun, the moon, and 5 planets. Okay, now I'm going scripturally, and I'm looking at the Hebrews and biblical, and the Sabbath for them starts at the end of Friday and goes to sundown on Saturday. So, I don't know, I see so much in here about this Saturn worship, and I don't understand that program, because for me, God created all of this. He created all of it, not just Saturn. Okay, so biblically, the Sabbath is on Friday at sundown to Saturday at sundown. Okay, now, as a Baptist, Sunday is the Sabbath. All right, Sunday is the Sabbath. And I've asked Baptist ministers or preachers or whatever you want to call them, why do we celebrate the Sabbath or acknowledge the Sabbath on Sunday? Because there is no biblical support for that. There's none. That says change it from Saturday to Sunday. Okay, now they'll tell you it's because it's the day that Christ was risen, on Sunday. All right, but that's just their own doing. Nowhere in Scripture does it say that the Sabbath was changed from Saturday to Sunday because Christ rose on Sunday. Now, okay, so see, I'm calling this a doctrine of man. And I'm linking back into the 10 Commandments. There's only one commandment that uses the word remember. And it's remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Well, if people are celebrating or acknowledging the Sabbath on a Sunday, then they have forgotten what the real Sabbath is. It would be on Saturday. So they are not remembering the Sabbath, and they are not keeping it holy. Now, another little thing I want to kind of point out, because to me, this really sort of affects... Okay, now here's man again. Man goes from 12 midnight... Let's see if I can get a better pen here. 12 midnight to 12 midnight. It's a 24-hour day. Well, God, and this is in Genesis, this is where people have to kind of know their Bibles, and, because I'm not really going to just, list every little scripture for people, because You just got to know these things yourself. But God goes from sundown. So sundown is roughly like 6 to say 8 o'clock. So God goes from sundown, and I'm going to use the 6 to sundown. 6 to 6, right? So 6 o'clock Wednesday evening until 6 o'clock Thursday evening is a day. All right, there is a 6-hour difference. This pen's not writing very well. So there's a 6-hour difference, okay, between man and God. So it's just really flipping me out that all of our days of the week are named after planets, and the fact that Saturday is named after Saturn. Okay, and so the Hebrew actually, I mean, are they worshiping Saturn? I don't get this. This is where I get really lost on some of these things, because it just boggles my mind that such things take place. You know, and I was looking at this because this is very interesting, and this is what kind of, if we look at the 13 months again, because Hebrew calendar has 13 months, and ours only has 12, okay, but we do have 13 moons. Well, most people don't know the sun rotates. It sits still, but it rotates, okay, and it takes 28 days to rotate completely. And in 1 year, it rotates 13 times. The moon goes around the earth in 28 days. In 1 year, it has 13 full moons, new moons, the whole, gamut of that. All right? Here, I've listed in my chart the actual days, because the sun is 28 days, the moon is 28 days. Mars goes around the sun in 687 days.